So, seems like even good old Smack has been called out when it comes to the whole Saintontas war situation. Because let's face it, Saintontas is now, as I say, a type of content people can make to have an audience. Because people dislike Saint to the point where if you make Saint let's just say, for lack of a better word, criticism videos, you have a lot of people that are willing to further criticize Saint with you. And it seems like in this war, in this chaos, somehow Scotch Smack's name was mentioned. Therefore, it seems like we are back with another day for the unemployed. And welcome to a drama so muted even got your smack subscribed. In today's video, we are talking about the biggest racist in the gotcha space. Saintontas got cooked by Woowa. So he went after Gotcha Smack. I Gotcha Smack, man. God damn. What did I know Smack looking at this right now going, what is that? Fuck me for? Now, before this goes any further, I want to emphasize that knowing Unk Smack and how he is, unless you, the audience, further perpetuate this and pushes this and inflate it beyond belief, Smack will pull up. But unless that happens, Smack, I don't think he's going to respond to this at all. I don't think it's something big because if it was something big, Smack would have pulled up already. But I don't think he did. Therefore, this is just maybe that's just an offhand comment and that's it. But let's just see how bad it is. Maybe Smack isn't aware enough of what's going on. Maybe there's more things than meets the eye. So we're gonna look at that. So before we get into this, a very important point of context is once again we want to go over how apparently there's some evidence which could be photoshopped. I mean, everything's possible, but if we take this at face value, we have here Saint Saintontas' YouTube channel. This is YouTube videos. Name means I'm mentally ill. We have 17,121 views. We had 1,100 likes to 710 dislikes, and then it jumped up after like how many views is that? 100 views. Yeah, 100 views almost. 600 likes was added, which the math isn't mathing there. Only for the 600 likes that showed up out of nowhere to disappear like 15 views later. If I had 20 views up to 35, 15 views later, they disappeared. You know, it's pretty damning once you see it. And YouTube doesn't allow botted likes. Those are very hard to stick. They're different than view bots. Like you can get views on your video, but likes are very hard to get off bots, right? Like YouTube will remove those. Kind of like dislikes as well when you get brigaded, but not all the time. So basically, this is what's going on, and there's a bit of context there because Saint is going around saying people are view botting, and because I think CJ is the one that started the conversation that he is view botting. Saint Saint is view botting. Now, there's a bit of context one should also know is that back in the day, this is not me defending Saint. This is just me giving you context on why Saint would think the way he does, in the sense of people are view botting him as a form of attack. Because back in the day, when Saint was banned for Twitch for the genocide comments via Russia and all that stuff, he started streaming on YouTube. And when he started streaming on YouTube, he got mass view botted as an attempt to get him deplatformed on YouTube as well, because he was seriously under attack. He was very, very controversial, even more so, I feel like, at the time. So, yeah, there's a bit of smoke, and I feel like there's more smoke added the more this keeps going, but not enough to spot the fire. Like, it's just smoke. Like, it smells like something, but we don't know what it is. So, yeah, I'm genuinely curious on how Smack was even mentioned, man. Because if there's anybody that's really minding his damn business, it's goddamn Smack, man. My E1, my sequence node. Yeah, let's see how he got brought up, man.
If I actually was like pissed and I actually did it like Smack, very easy for me to make a video on it. Very easy. Extremely low effort.
What's good, guys? It's your boy CJ.
Okay, maybe that's just the intro. Let's hear more. This is open to a lot of interpretation.
Hey, welcome back to the chat. Titty taunt.
Okay, that clip is crazy.
Says calling out Gotcha Smack. I did not expect that to happen. And I'm gonna be honest before I continue with this video. I do not like bringing in other CCs that have nothing to do with these issues. And
I know Smack is looking at this right now going, what is it? Fuck me, for?
The reason I'm making this video is because a lot of times Saintontas likes to say shit, likes to throw under the table comments, bro. tries to say certain things and insinuate certain things, and he thinks people ain't gonna catch on to what he's saying. And in today's live stream, matter of fact, he's live at the moment of me recording this video, he called out Gacha Smack.
On spawn. On spawn. Man. God damn. Man, they didn't even wait for him to end the stream, bro. They went in immediately. On spawn, man. On spawn.
He said Gacha Smack should be doing certain things according to Saintontas that he's not doing. And he thinks that's really bad. And not only that, he proceeded to say that if he wanted to, he can make a video about Gacha Smack. And it would be pretty damn easy, but don't take my word for it. Let's have a look.
That Loki Gacha guy who mods for Smack. If I was Smack, I'd remove him too.
Okay, Loki Gacha, I think is Smack's mod, if I remember. Smack on record said he will never unmod Loki, so Saint can cry about it. W Smack, I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck what someone has to say. This man works well for me. You happen to have an issue with it? Sorry, not sorry.
If there ever is a situation that arises, like, bro, it's really just as simple as me saying, hey, Smack, your mod is literally doxing me. And like,
Wait, he is? Wait, pause. What? Loki? Wait, I thought that was Foxhole. Didn't Foxhole dox Saint?
I don't know if you're aware of this, but like, are you cool with that? Like, that's the thing. So it's like not a very good look at all.
I think Smack doesn't give a fuck. I think the way we know Smack, I give this like a 90% chance. I don't think he gives a shit. He doesn't. Loki has been around with him since the dawn of time, since he started being a CC. I don't think he gives a shit. Going after Smack and once again policing who should be in someone's moderation team and chat, at this point is just slightly, it's like the first time it didn't go too well, and obviously doing it again is weird. Now in Saint's defense, I can understand where he's coming from in the sense of you have someone that's actually trying to dox. Like, are you sure you want someone like that on your team? If it's in that sense, then sure. But this kind of gets negated by him saying I could like talk shit if I wanted to and stuff. Like, because this is the problem, man. I feel like Saints now put himself between a rock and a hard place. In the sense of, if I show weakness, considering how my community is, they'll circle me. This is the problem when you're in a pack of wolves. Wolves are great to have. It's great. The moment you show weakness, the wolves will circle you. And that's the problem, man. That's the problem. I think Saint knows this. That's why he cannot exhibit too much soft energy, for lack of better words.
I think you have a responsibility to care at that point. I think you got a big responsibility to care at that point. And, well, with the way that certain creators...
I think you think that because, unfortunately, it's about you. But I think for the majority of people, it's not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal because Foxhole was the one that doxed you. So really, Foxhole is a problem, sure. But besides that, like Loki Gacha talking about it and shit like that, that's just him farming doing the thing. So it is what it is.
With the way that certain creators are acting in the space right now, it will have to be brought up, and then Smack's going to have to be looped in. If you have a crazy mod and you don't remove the crazy mod, then you're by proxy responsible for the crazy mod. That's kind of like it. That's like basically how it is.
This is so unnecessary. This is so unnecessary. Loki Gacha is a CC on his own. This is literally just, you are literally throwing the bat signal. You are throwing the smack signal in the sky on purpose. There's no reason. Loki Gacha is his own CC now. Just call out Loki Gacha. That's it. There's no need to drag Smack by association. There's no need.
I would not want to be known as the guy that has that dude on my bot team. And yeah, you guys also realize, right, that it would also be very easy for me as well. If I actually was like pissed and I actually did it like Smack, very easy for me to make a video on it.
Yeah, he could have done the game, you know. He could farm him through that and, you know, make Smack respond and all that good stuff. Like, they could start a song and dance if he wanted to, sure. He could have done that in the name of the game. So, yeah, sure, fair.
All right, let's take a quick break from listening to the cum bucket of the gacha space.
This motherfucker don't end, don't he? He just doesn't stop. So we went from tampon to cum dumpster to cum bucket. Well, okay, a dumpster is bigger than a bucket, so I guess I think Saints is making it. He's working his way out of the, you know, the insults. I think there's progress.
I want to let y'all know he actually says more stuff about Gacha Smack in his takes, trying to downplay what his community does, and even some things that Gacha Smack himself has said he doesn't like regarding some of the people in Saint's community, but he doesn't care. Saint can manage his community however he wants. Nonetheless, Saint has some interesting things to say regarding that. But let's move on and let's actually talk about what we just watched. So first off, Saint says that Loki Gacha is doxing him. He says it in the clips he just watched,
Yes.
as well as several other times on his stream.
Yes.
He says he has
Is that true?
Dons. He says he has a video that Loki Gacha uploaded where he says that he's doxing Saintontas. He has the
All right.
ultimate proof, the ultimate evidence.
Do
and I
you have
the
it,
screenshot
CJ, or do I have to go
right
look
here
for it?
from the video. And I want you guys to pay attention to what not only is being shown to you guys right here, but what's also being said. And tell me, at any point, are any of these two individuals saying that they're going to put Saintontas information public?
Okay, the man before the corruption, I got everything on him: address, friends, family, graduation. Even the school was nice enough to share. I'll be honest, man. Fox Soul is low-key scary. How the fuck do you know that? Damn, there's actually Fox Soul on the case. So, want to know the cinema? The spoiler to show that's gonna pop. Was he studying to be a lawyer? I swear I heard that somewhere. Rom, the lawyer that Saint hired, is playing a game. My client Saint only hired me to do the notification. I cannot accept lawsuit on his behalf. While after digging and researching, we found Saint's home address. Poker to show him he knows where he lives. Oh shit. To see where he's sheriff, he'll be knocking on the door to summon Saint to court. Just his name is enough. He's a U.S. citizen. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, they can dox the fuck out of you there.
There are some pictures of this ugly ass dude right over here, which he actually looked a lot better before. Well, before he became a crackhead in the gacha space. Loki sees the pictures and says, the man before the corruption. Foxhole says, I got everything on him: address, friends, family, graduation. Even the school was nice enough to share. Loki says, damn, Detective Foxhole on the case. Now, do any of these two guys in what you just saw, what you just heard, say that they're going to make any of that information public? That they're going to show his address? That they're going to tell everybody all of that? Did they say that? No.
No.
Did Loki Gacha or Foxhole make any of that information public? No.
No.
The only thing that was made
was in
public
DMs.
were his pictures, which, by the way, were on a public profile that anybody could see. Those pictures were floating around way before these images even...
Wait, is this Saint? Is this Saint? I don't think so. I think this is like the mean. This is Saint? You're kidding me. What? I thought it was like some guy that looks like him. What? That Saint before they turned into a crackhead?
We get a free one? Great. My local drug dealer did the same thing.
Ain't no way, bro. Where the fuck can I see these? Hey, these are looking clean, bro. Hey, my boy Saint looking clean, bro. Shit.
Damn, Detective Foxhole on the case. Wow, he doxed me, right? That's the information, the evidence that Saintontas provides to blame Loki, to try to force Gacha Smack to kick Loki. Because here's the thing, Saintontas gets butthurt when his friends or colleagues have enemies of his as friends as well. He doesn't like that. He's like that one friend that if you have a problem with another friend in the group, he wants you to stop being friends with him. Otherwise, you're a bad friend.
If you happen to have beef with an acquaintance or like a stranger, someone that's like bad, the closer you are, the more you expect your boy to have your back. That's like very normal. But if we're all friends, I feel like the third person, I mean, like, you know, your friend, like the one that you want to go against the other friend, I think you should be more forgiving in their neutral standpoint. I think is totally fine. And if you don't, you're obviously a little too cuckoo and you should calm the fuck down.
Number 2, insinuates that if Smack doesn't kick Loki from being his mod, then Smack is cool with doxing Saintontas. Literally his words.
No,
Are you cool with it?
No.
Right? So he's saying,
I could not be cool with it and go low key and should probably calm the fuck down, bro. She do what you want to do. Like, it's not ultimately my fight to do, not my problem. Because ultimately, I think Smack was very vocal and clear when he said, like, we're just acquaintances, like, we're not friends. When you're not friends, like, you just do whatever the fuck you want to do. And considering the very nature of what we do over here online, it is what it is.
even if the scenario was where Loki would have said shit, just share that shit.
I think even mods, they don't care that much. They're just like, you know what, I'm just bored. Like, I'll mod for you. That was my experience with my mods. Just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll be on Discord a lot. Just, yeah, I'll mod for you. Yeah, I'm on stream. If I see some weird shit, I'll mod for you. That's it. That's what happened with me in tech.
Smack, the guy that has a family, that has a job, that does other things, that doesn't get involved in all that fucking weird parasocial gotcha drama, to this degree at least, is cool with it if he doesn't kick Loki from being his mod. Let's continue. Says Smack has a responsibility for what his mods think or do regarding another CC. So if one CC, which by the way, Loki is a CC, has an issue with Saintontas, his problems with Saintontas Smack has a responsibility for them.
There is a certain degree of, yes, guilty by association. It's a social thing. Yeah, I see. We all see Saint's point, but ultimately it depends on on Smack himself in this example to whether they care or not towards the let's just say the afflicted party. If Smack doesn't care, then he doesn't care. I mean, I don't think you need his help. Like, you can fight your own battles clearly, so it's like no harm, no done.
What? And it continues. Says Smack is by proxy, his own words, responsible for what his mods do. Once again, individual people. So if my mod goes off and says, Saintontas, you piece of shit,
Isn't Sarah of the Leg Tectones mod? She's been demodded? Well, Sarah, unfortunately, you have added people too close to the sun. You've added the FBI as that was an add too far, man.
then that means I said it. Remember, that's how Saintontas works. Remember when he tried to say I'm a factually proven racist and he found some random comment from some random dude in my Discord that said one racist comment, and then he proceeded to say I said the comment and I'm racist? That's how he works. His weird inbred the hills have eyes logic works that way, okay? Keep that in mind. Says that if Smack doesn't do anything, this is a threat pretty much. Says that
What
if
image
Smack
do you like the most? Yours.
he will be looped in to drama by Saintontas. His words, looped in by Saintontas. Keep listening. Threatens Smack, saying that once Saintontas does his videos exposing everything, Smack will not want to be known as the dude with that mod. This, once again, these last couple of things are fear-mongering. He's pretty much making it seem like he has all this bad information that could expose everything. And if you're associated with this guy, well, it's going to look real bad for you. So you know what you want to do?
It's simple. You just show Loki Gacha in a bad light, and you say, "Well, Smack, I want you guys to remember, this is Smack's mod. This is Smack saying, this is my guy." And when we have, CCs that do this and that, I want you to think like, what the fuck is going on and stuff like that. That's what Saint does. I think that's. I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, but I think it kind of falls under the lines of what I just said. Like, am I tripping here? Because I think that's what, he would go about it, is just expose Loki and then go, well, all this shit I said Loki does is Smack saying it's okay too. So, yeah. So Smack is bad because Loki's bad, basically. Because I just showed you why Loki's bad. Therefore, I showed you why Smack is bad.
He's trying to mind fuck people. He's trying to fearmonger, but what you don't understand,
He needs to fearmonger because he has wolves in his community, and that's what happens when you have wolves. If you show weakness, they'll circle you. You need to do this. I understand where Saint lands here. He's between a rock and a hard place. He needs to keep doing this. I sometimes can tell like he does it because he has to. It is what it is.
says if he didn't like Smack, he would have no trouble making a video on him. It would be easy, very easy, extremely low effort, no juice required. He proceeds to downplay Smack, saying that if he wanted to, he could make a video about Smack, about this whole thing. And it would be easy, very easy, extremely easy. And if he wants to downplay this and say that he didn't mean it about Smack, right before he says that, he says if he didn't like Smack, he could make a video that would be very easy, extremely low effort to make on the topic. He's trying to fearmonger Smack into removing the Loki Gacha based on shit like this.
I think that was just him flexing and doing what he needs to do for the wolves. That's what I think.
Before the corruption, damn Detective Foxel on the case, because this is the evidence, right, that he says he has on Loki Gacha. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, I have no idea how the hell all that information got out there regarding Loki and Foxel. I know they had a whole beef about it, but listen, at no point in there was it showed that either one of these guys says, I'm going to release everything to the public. This is his address with the actual address leaked on the DMs. None of that was there.
Yeah.
So if you're going to try to strawman arguments, paint narratives, understand that I am here and I'm not going to allow you to do that bullshit. We're going to call you out. And the simple fact that you think you can fearmonger Smack and threaten him into doing shit, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, there's a bit of threat there. We cannot ignore that there's a good degree of threat, but it's like what he said. It's backhanded. You know what I mean? It's like read between the lines, but it's not necessarily completely there. So, which is smart for Saint because if there's a proper response, he can easily fall back into an open-ended type of argument that he presented, where it's like, well, I didn't necessarily mean that. This is what I meant with that. You know what I mean? Can you check out Loki Gacha after this? Yo, Solo Knife, I was thinking the same thing, man. Yeah, let's look up Loki Gacha. What the fuck's going on over there? What are we actually talking about? I thought like CJ was gonna show it, but all right, here we go. What the fuck? He made a video on this. Saint slash dish cry for sympathy to Gacha Smack exposed. He accused me of a crime. He went after us all. Dude, these AI thumbnails are crazy. Saintontas has absolutely lost the plot. He crashed out hard. Damn. Well, dude, he is farming the fuck out of Saint. And look at that. The videos about Saint do so well for his channel, too. Of course, he's going to keep making videos about you. A lot of people are going to keep making videos about you. I get it. Like, look at that. The numbers, man. And the fact is, there's a clear incentive on that. So, yeah, I guess he did talk about it. I would be interested in hearing what he has to say as well.
Yeah, I guess the weird thing over here was like Smack comparing John Seaman to Loki Gacha. They say John Seaman is worse. It's like, oh, okay, so John
Wait, what?
was like Smack comparing John.
Doing shit, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I guess the weird thing over here was like Smack comparing John Seaman to Loki Gacha. They say John Seaman is worse. It's like, oh, okay, so John's just making tweets like saying your takes are bad. Your mod is doxing me.
But he didn't dox you. And I think what Smack tried to say is like, we're kind of on the same boat. You just happen to have an even worse boat. But we're still on the same boat, though. Like, yeah, we both have mods and people that, let's just say, are not the best for us in terms of association. But we keep them because they're cool for us. So it is what it is. I don't know, man.
Like I don't think they're equal, but like, sure, we'll say John's worse.
Still community called you Gotcha Diddy and the guy who said still not banned. I heard about that. John Seaman, the biggest dick sucker in the industry for Kudo Games, apparently is still in Saints Discord.
That sounds a little retarded though, right? To say that it is kind of retarded to say that John's worse. Like
Him into doing
Guy who said
I don't think they're equal, but like, sure, we'll say John's worse.
still community called you Gotcha Diddy and the guy who said still not banned. I heard about that. John Seaman, the biggest dick sucker in the industry for Kudo Games.
So John Seaman is like he's the ultimate Kuro bot, right?
I don't think they're equal, but like, sure, we'll say John's worse.
Yeah.
That sounds a little retarded though, right?
What?
To say that it is kind of retarded to say that John's worse when John's making mean tweets about you and your mod is trying to dox me.
I was having a private talk about someone who also shares a common ground, which is they don't like you. Saint just basically calls Smack retarded. Why? It feels so unnecessary. Yo, chat, type 1 if you think this is necessary. Type 2 if you think this is completely fucking unnecessary. I don't see why we're even trying to make it a spin like that. There is a clear incentive for Loki Gacha to do what the fuck he's doing. Look at the views in fucking in his videos about you. Of course he's gonna do that shit. Of course he will. Duh. Especially recently. Look at that. What did I just watch? 7K. 14K. This has got to be probably his best video ever. The best video is about Saint. The channel. The best video is about Saint. Of course he's gonna keep farming the fuck out of you. Duh. 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 Look, you clearly have someone that doesn't like you. John Seaman also doesn't like Smack, I think. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? And yes, doxing is worse than, some guy schizoing out over Kuro botting and stuff. Yeah, sure. But the fact is, Loki Gacha didn't dox you. It was, according to what people are saying, you weren't doxed before. We didn't see where you were doxed. We need proof to see that this is where you were doxed in this timeline. In this timestamp at this particular time before the copyright strike issue. Only then sure. But considering what I've heard and what I've seen, you were doxxed because of Mr. Pokey, not Loki Gacha. So yeah, and I think these DMs happened between Loki Gacha and Fox. So after the copyright strike, I could be wrong.
I ain't never in my entire life met someone as stupid as Saintontas. Like, bro, he could have all the accolades. He could have all the achievements and awards from when he was in high school, shit, maybe even college. But in reality, when it comes to real life, this dude is stupid. I ain't never in my life met somebody that tries so hard to paint a narrative, that tries so hard to move the goalpost and actually make his community believe his lies, despite the fact that all the evidence to prove him wrong is out there in the public in 4K.
I'll be honest, I think the community is literally watching that going, oh yeah, we're getting smacked next. We're just here to watch the show.
I don't think anyone's ever gonna go to bat for John Seaman. I don't think they're equal, but like, sure, we'll say John's worse. That sounds a little retarded though, right? To say that it is kind of retarded to say that John's worse when John's making mean tweets about you.
And then I'll show you more context as to, well, why Saintontas would stick his neck out for this guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one incident way back, there was a Hoyo cosplayer that sadly took her own life because she was getting harassed online.
Dude, I felt my heart kind of tightening a bit there. She's pretty too. She's beautiful too. She's pretty. Look at her. We lost one, boys. We fucking lost one, man. What a shame.
Was a black person, and they were harassing her because, well, people are assholes, right? John Seaman took the opportunity to go on social media and make it a tribalistic thing. Once again, make it Wuwa versus Genshin all over again, bro. And you know what he said? Notice how it's always the Hoyo community with the little speed meme down there, the whole, right? He thought that was funny, and people have been calling him out ever since. It was because you were using someone's suicide for gacha wars. You are a clown.
So he goes, notice how it's always the Hoyo community. It's like,
This is the first thought that comes to your head with a meme that's pretty much known across the land as one of those goofy memes to like really like make fun of shit. Come on now, bro. Really?
I want to look her up. I don't think I can watch it. I don't have an IG. Oh, we can. Yeah, you know, that's a good that's a good idea, Mark Zuckerberg. I was cheering up. Yeah, I was literally tearing up, bro.
And I just want to say something to this for anybody out there that is a cosplayer, anime lover. If you were born with some melanin in your skin, I envy you. Y'all motherfuckers got the sauce, got the rhythm in your skin. Never feel embarrassed about cosplaying. Never let people, bully you, harass you because of the color of your skin. Y'all got the sauce. Y'all got the flavor in your skin, and don't ever forget that shit. But you know what? Saintontas wouldn't understand that because this is what he thinks about black people.
What's going on? Stand on business. Okay, why do I sound black there? Yeah, I need.
I'm gonna give y'all some context to that clip. He's making fun of the way that I talk. Last time I checked, I'm albino as fuck. But somehow he says that I talk hood and relates that to being black. He's saying
A lot of people make that's a thing.
but instead of saying, "Oh, I'm sounding like Skull CJ," I'm sounding like CJ. He
Let me
says,
steal your
"I
hat.
sound
Yeah, here
black."
you go.
That's the perspective. That's the
Pick up the call. Well, you're literally on screen.
Let me ask you something, titty boy.
Oh,
How
my
many
titty
times
boy.
did you see how I was talking? And how many times did you say I sound black? Never. You said I sound hood or I sound ghetto or I sound
Because I
street.
know. Because I know.
Exactly.
Because I
Exactly.
understand.
I don't think sounding black is really the appropriate way to go about the particular way I'm talking. I feel Sane could have been like, this man sounds uneducated. He sounds hood. He sounds street, whatever. But the
Yes.
first thought is correlating hood talk to black people. Not everybody talks like that, bro. And not only that, but he's talking about a dude that looks like he hasn't seen the sun in years, bro. I'm albino as shit. I look like a glass of milk. And he's trying to copy the way that I talk and instantly goes into I look black. I personally see that as racism, bro. My boys wouldn't like it if a white boy goes and talks hood and then why are you talking like that? And he says, "Oh, I'm talking black." I don't think black people would take that shit lightly.
Okay, it depends on who. Let's be honest here. From what I could see, some people will look at that and go, yo, why is bro trying to act black? Like, you ain't black, just stop. Like, what are you doing over
Exactly,
here?
but Sane wasn't trying to act like he was trying to act like a white dude that has a specific way of talking, which is me. And he could have related that type of, speech pattern to me, but he relates it to black people. There's no black people in this conversation. So
All
I
right,
don't know why he did that.
blank is black. I think blank is black, if I remember. Yo, blank, this shit racist.
That shit racist, bro. He said that shit, bro. It was a
I ain't
racist
black,
thing
so I'm not
to
gonna
talk
sit
down on
here and
people.
pretend I'm gonna fit to get mad over some shit that has nothing to do with me. I am black. I'm not gonna pretend to be mad for blacks. All right, let's just.
Hey, for
I
me
can't.
personally, V, you know how much I love my black community, bro. Like I love like black people, bro. I grew up with them and
Yeah,
I saw that shit and it was instantly, bro, like that's just racist as fuck, bro. Like
interesting.
that's just the way it is, bro.
Okay, so I
All
guess
right, but that's all I want to say. Keep going, Dr. Phil. Catch you later.
take care, man. Oh, jeez. Okay, so V, you may be black, but America, it's a bit different. I'm not black. I'm Arab. There's a difference. I'm like caramel. I could pass for a light skin under the sun. If I get me a tan, I've been. Some people thought I was light skinned. Ever had that shit? I almost had people thinking I was light skinned back in the day, man. Back when I used to go out and shit. I've been under the sun for one day, and when I came back home, grandma called me a ninja.
You would assume that Saintontas would have gone off at this type of behavior as a grown man, right? That stands above everybody else, according to him. He would have said, hey, man, listen, don't make someone's death related to gacha tribalism. We don't need to do that around here, right? That's what you would expect from a grown, mature person. Like, that shit's weird, first of all. Let's go ahead and see what he actually had to say.
So you see how this phrase says, notice how it's always the Hoyo community?
Oh no. Oh no. Please. There's no way. Oh no. Saints, no. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
He was referring to the fact that the Hoyo community bullied that person into re-rolling. And apparently, he's actually correct because she was bullied into Sui by the Hoyo community. Because she was a black person cosplaying Yae Miko, and they gave her a bunch of shit for it. You're only allowed to cosplay Dea. Get the fuck out of here, right? Oh, yeah, because... No, wait, no, the Hoyo community does do that. Remember the Natland skin darkening? That whole situation? You guys remember that? It's not particularly surprising, right? Notice how it's always the Hoyo community going ahead and, you know, offing themselves? Or notice how it's always the Hoyo community bullying other people into doing bad things.
What are we talking about? What are we trying to say? What are we trying to do here? Why are we even dissecting this? To be honest with you, like, why are we even dissecting this? Just leave it be. Just leave it be. There's no need. There's no need. I'll be honest, there's no need. I see what he's trying to say. I see what he's trying to do. But I feel like some things are better left untouched. That's it. Just don't touch it.
If she was a Wuthering Waves player, I think the idea is that she wouldn't get bullied into whatever happened.
Uncle Roger so upset, I put my leg down from chair.
It's been a while since something made me want to leave the screen. It's been a while. It's been a while, chat. It's been a while.
If she was doing Wuwa cosplay, she'll still be alive. That's what Saintontas had to say about a girl taking her own life because she was getting bullied. And this is the guy that we're supposed to believe is the grandstanding guy out here, the morally correct, the superior individual. This fetus is the one that we're supposed to believe that? And he continued talking shit about Smack. Let's go ahead and see what he had to say.
That you're going after Smack today because of Loki Gacha? Well, I mean, yeah, like, Loki Gacha is Smack's mod, and Loki Gacha is literally conferred to be doxing me. So, like, if you think talking about that is enough to go after Smack, I think that's more so not an indictment on me. That is an indictment on Loki. And, well, being linked to that guy is not very good right now. You're by proxy responsible for the crazy mod. That's kind of like it. That's like basically how it is. And yeah, you guys also realize, right, that it would also be very easy for me as well. If I actually was like pissed and I actually did it like Smack, very easy for me to make a video.
Yeah, we believe you on this one, 100%.
Very easy.
Yeah, I believe
low
him.
effort.
I believe him. Personally, I believe him.
No real juice required.
Now, guys, Saintontas is out here trying to grandstand over Gacha Smack, saying, how are you going to allow this to be your mod, bro? Even John Seaman is not that bad. So I'm going to show you some of the things, just some of the things that get said about Smack in Saintontas' server, and he allows these people to stay. He might have kicked them out now after I've called them out for this particular scenario multiple times, but he's allowed these people to stay. Let's go ahead and have a look.
I'll find Cap's address and send her salads. That's how evil I am. Oh, this is John's. Oh, what a dick. His girlfriend, John Seaman, is saying he will find another Cap's CC's address and send them stuff. It could be seen as an attempt to dox. I think he's just saying shit. Oh, John Seaman, if Smack comes and tries to get at you for being in here, just mention that Loli Gacha is Smack's mod. Telling his girlfriend, John Seaman, that if Smack says anything, yeah, it's like, you know. It's got, you know what? You know who did this? Smack himself. Because when he said, hey, you have Loki Gacha, he said, you have John Simmons. So, like, they can keep making this back and forth. So, okay. Last is Gacha Smack defending over his story drama. Fuck Lamfao. Fushian couldn't have foreseen Gacha Smack being defended by Gacha Grail. Gacha Grail glazing Smack? Oh, no. Wait, what did Gacha Grail do? What? Why do people... What's going on with Gacha Grail? What the fuck? Basically saying Smack is an alcoholic. I do Smack's vid. I just view my personal female rover as my personal avatar. Let's be real. I already know Smack's next move is gonna say sorry, but blame it on the alcohol. Like bro never drank before. Well, he didn't. He just said, y'all can kiss my ass, I guess. Basically saying Smack got no gas to fight back after 3.1 story drama. Video where he flexes. Look, these guys are calling for the intro skill from Smack when he used all his concerto energy on the 3.1 story. Man, Saint is such a troll, bro. Gacha girls like Saintontas is the community, just more toxic and much more dumber.
Just like us not jumping in on his 3.1 story drama, I don't see any reason to do that. Oh, right. The other part that I forgot when it comes to the Smack situation. I also got maliciously struck after being mass reported. So, maliciously struck after being mass reported, so Smack is also basically giving approval for that as well. By saying I'm not a victim, and then I'm like calling the ref by reaching out to Team YouTube to let them know that I was maliciously struck. Because what else is that then? If I, like, what else can my Team YouTube post be construed as other than calling the ref?
Whoa! YouTube told us to mass report! YouTube told us to mass report the
Classic.
channel! So I guess it's allowed, boys!
That's a classic.
YouTube told us to mass report his channel, boys! We got permission! Do it! Report the fuck out of his channel! Do it right now! Report everything! YouTube told us to do it! Spam! Report everything! Get him! Get him! Get him, boys!
So he's saying mass reporting, doing all of that?
Oh boy, that clip will never get old. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can tell the anger that popped out there, man. That's a crash out. That's a classic. Hey, I like that one. It's allowed, boys. Okay, it is allowed, boys. Do it! Report the fuck out of his channel. Do it right now. You want to know what? That would make for a good segue of like a, hey, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And then you put the clip of saying going, do it right now. That's a good one.
Right. The other part that I forgot when it comes to the Smack situation. I also got maliciously struck after being mass reported. So, maliciously struck after being mass reported, so Smack is also basically giving approval for that as well. By saying I'm not a victim, and then I'm like calling the ref by reaching out to Team YouTube to let them know that I was maliciously struck.
You're not a victim in the sense of people, we can all understand why you made people reach this level of aggression towards you, is why we're saying you're not a victim. Yeah, victim is a strong word. You can say I'm a target. Target is very, very different than a victim. Victim as in I didn't do anything and they're coming at me. A target is they're targeting me for this thing because this is a response to an action I made. So yeah, there's a difference in the. It's why I called them out on this even back when this happened. Is no, victim is a strong term. Just not pretend.
It just the level of tone deafness in this conversation and just like, oh yeah, you deserve.
It's not deserved. We understand why. We're not saying you deserve it. We're just saying we know why. You clearly made some actions that we can tell could radicalize people against you the way it did. So, yeah. Does it suck that it happened? Yes. Did we wish this for you? No. But it did. It happened. It did. It did. So, and understandably so. Shouldn't happen. Yes, people should stay their hand. But then again, you also sometimes do not stay your hand. So people did the exact same shit you do. It is what it is. It sucks. I wish it wouldn't happen to any side. But yet here we are.
Just like before, once again, this goblin is going after Gacha Smack, but he's walking on eggshells. He thinks that his little subliminal messages and the shots that he sends towards Smack directions won't be picked up. But the reality of it is, we've already seen what he's all about. Just like
they're open-ended comments that, he can always, that are open to interpretation to a good extent. Not like it's so open-ended. Like I see it's obviously tilted to more towards aggression more than, Smack, you got this guy. I think you should get rid of him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look, brother. You should get rid of it. Yeah, it's more in the lens of, I'm kind of coming after you too. If this doesn't what's the meme you guys do? Comply or something like that. It's like there's some comply in this. Like you can hear it, you can see it.
Clip I just showed you, would he try to push Smack and make him feel bad, trying to imply that Smack was cool with mass reporting and such? Now he's trying to imply that Gacha Smack is cool with doxing if he allows his mod to stay, which by the way never doxed Saintontas. He's trying to do that peer pressure. He's trying to do that fear-mongering bullshit while once again throwing shots at Smack, despite the fact that he's said and done all these things about Smack. His community has said and done all these things. This dude does not care. He's desperate. And the fact that he finally decided to go at Smack just a little bit more actually shows the type of person he is, bro. Because Smack hasn't gotten involved whatsoever. And Smack could
Yes.
absolutely destroy Saintontas. And Smack actually said, I'm not even going to pick sides. I'm not even going to attack you. I'm just going to speak my mind because you said my name last time, and I'm going to stay out of it. And guess what?
Exactly.
Smack has stayed out of it. So it kind of
Yep.
sucks that he's bringing him back in. But hopefully Smack sees these type of things and decides to finally speak out on this rat. That's going to be it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
And for anybody that's mad that Smack isn't around in this drama, well, you got me. All right, I'm the E1 Smack. All right, I'm the 4-star Smack. All right, that's me. So it's okay. You do have a Smack at home. So
I have a lot of friends.
I respectfully speaking, I can't call Saint a friend. We every fucking conversation we've ever had has been on stream for content and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh shit, bro! Yo, this nigga CJ need more subs, Chad. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This
That's
nigga's
true.
funny, bro.
That's true.
People don't actually recognize that there have been a lot of people talking to me behind the scenes. I'm 4'7", I'm 4'7", and I wear medium shirts, okay? I'm 4'7", and I wear medium shirts. Guys, I've been saying I got the best teeth in gacha. My goal is to eventually have the rest of my fucking follicles actually develop so that
Is your E1 called Heart of Gold? Man, fuck you, Swooty. Man, you can. Man, how do we ban a motherfucker out here?
the mustache connects into the chin hair, and then I
Yeah, he looks like a Chinese grandmaster here, like that Asian kung fu grandmaster.
Say hi to MC Charlotte.
Long before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago.
Like all we need is for the hair to be white, and Jesus, he would play the part perfectly.
Shadows! Oh my god, Kuro Games! You're the best company ever!
Translucency even affects character shadows. When Changli's
Oh man! Wait, what the fuck?
They changed the shadows! Oh my god, Kuro Games! You're the best company ever!
translucency even affects character shadows. When Changli's
Oh man! All right, that's a fun clip. I never watched that one. That's a very very fun clip, man. But yeah, yeah. Saint unfortunately catches an L on this one in my book. Yeah, this is completely unnecessary. The smack call out is unnecessary, especially for a man that has obviously been very open in their lack of desire to be involved in this type of stuff. I feel like you have enough characters to keep this dragging on for so long. There's no need to drag someone like Smack in this, especially someone that is well respected as Smack, because a lot of people like to look at him and turn to him when they feel like they are exhausted of drama and all this stuff. He's one of the creators that people turn to for a breath of fresh air from everything really, where they just look at a grown ass man acting silly over video games that sell anime girls. So yeah, basically that's just what Smack is. I feel like we kind of want to leave the people that don't want to be associated to drama out of drama. I think that's better. And when it comes to the whole EOS situation, I feel like there are moments where saying some stuff may make sense, but due to the nature of how sensitive the topic is, it's best to not say much. Just learn to shut the fuck up vis-a-vis some things. You don't have to comment on everything, and just because you think something is okay to say and there's some form of proof as to why you think this happened, ultimately we never have enough information to stuff like this. It's a very sensitive topic. It's best to not be touched by a 10-foot pole. Just sympathize, all that, do what the human thing to do, and then you just leave it be. But yeah, that's gonna be me. It's been quite of a roller coaster in this video where we had literally just someone trying to drag someone into drama, which is kind of silly, massive day for the unemployed, to something as heavy as associating tribalism with someone, EOSing. It's just this is very fucking quite the roller coaster there. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Be seeing you.